Hi, Ravali. Good evening.
Thanks for
Okay.
joining this call. And please
Thank you
open
for.
your PPT and walk me through. Over to you, Priyanka.
Yeah. Can you see my screen, Ravali?
Yeah, I'm able to see your screen.
Okay. Today I'm going to explain about the further topics of the Anaplan. In this session, I will explain the following contents like modules, importing data into the modules, module blueprint view settings, sum and lookup functions, and functional areas. These are the sessions. In this session, I have the topics like what is module, how to create a module, what is grid view and blueprint view, system module, and how to create a system module, time functions and how to copy a module, data import methods, what is copy down and copy across, what is sum function and lookup function, what is mean by functional areas. These are the topics I'm going to discuss in this session. And the first topic is what is module. Module are the key components of an Anaplan model, and these are multi-dimensional homes for the data. Here we will get the doubt of the multi-dimensional. Dimensional is nothing but the structure of the data like the version, time, and the list. And the multidimensional is using more than two dimensions in the single module. This is the main advantage of the Anaplan about this. And the next is the data is displayed in grid format similar to spreadsheet, but with an important difference modules can hold more than two dimensions. You can build a module with dimensions such as time, versions, and lists. Modules work together to form a module. And this is about the model. And the next topic is how to create a module. These are the steps to creation of a module, and the steps are like select modules in the model settings bar, select insert module, type the module name, type the line items in the line items box, then click OK. These are the steps for creating a module. I will show practically for this creation of module in the workspace. I'm going to the workspace now, and this is the workspace, and under the model settings bar we have the option like modules. After clicking on these modules we will get this modules page. In this we have the option like insert module. This insert module option is used for us for creating a new module in the model, and I am clicking on this insert module. And first of all we should give the name for the module. The naming convention should be very clear and easy for easy to understand for the end users. So as of now I am giving the module name as example module. This time is the dimension. The time is the default dimension of the module. Okay, here I can keep everywhere I wish to want to keep this. I am becoming and dropping this in pages. If I want this time in line items, I can drag this and I can drop it in rows. Wherever we want, we can keep this. And this is the time is the default dimension of the module. In this line items, we can enter n number of the line items. So as of now, I'm taking some line items for example purpose as line 1. uh, Line 4. In this line item, we can create a n number of line items also. So for example purpose, I'm taking like line 1, line 2, and line 3. And I'm clicking after that. These are the deep list. This list also can also take as the dimension. For the example purpose, I'm taking one list as dimension in the pages. Already I've created these dimensions. For that purpose, I'm taking this. And then I'm clicking on OK. Is take directly to the module page. This is the module which I have created, and these are the line items, and this is the time dimension, and this is the G1 region dimension. This is the way how to create a module in the model. And going to the next topic. This is the next topic is module grid view. The grid view is the default view for a model, and grid view initially displays the data in the layout created on the new module screen, but the layout can be changed later. The dimension list and line items included in the module are shown as the page selector, columns, and rows. and these are the line items which are in rows, and these are the time. This is the time dimension which are in columns, and the new location and sales are in the page selectors. I will show this in the work, workspace about this, how the how this there like that, and this is these are the locations in the page selector, and these are the line items which are in the rows, and these are the this is the time dimension which is in the column, and this is the example of grid view. This is the example of grid view, and I am going to the topic, next topic, and next topic is module blueprint view. The module, the blueprint view of a module gives model builders a behind the scenes view of the module. The blueprint view is where model builders can add formulas to perform calculation in line items or update the format of line items. The blueprint view is also where model builders can adjust the dimensions like list, time, versions that apply to the module or to specific line items. And these are the line items which we have in blueprint view, and this is the formula tab. Here we can give formulas for the line item or for the module, and this is the format. Here we can change some formats for the single line item, and these are the list which we have used the as dimensions in the module while creating a module, and these are about time and versions. I will explain about this blueprint view in the workspace. I'm going to the workspace, and this is the grid view. Already I have explained about this grid view. Now I want to go into the blueprint view. For going into the blueprint view, this is the icon of the triangle icon we have. Clicking on this, it takes us to the blueprint view. This is the blueprint view of the module. Here we can do any modification if we want to do for the module. Here we can do some changes, like we can give the format, we can give formula, summary, applies to like that. And what we have done the changes in this, that will look into the grid view, and this is the grid view. For we have only one icon for going into the blueprint and for going into the grid view. If this icon is in white color, then we are in grid view. If this icon is in blue, then we are in blueprint view. And this is about blueprint view. And here we have the line items. In this blueprint view, we can add some line items, or we can delete some line items. As of now, this is the icon. We have the plus icon, and I'm clicking on this. I want to add some line items for this module, so I'm showing how to add the line item for this module. I took one line item. So here we have the selection box, like I want in start or end. I'm taking this in end, and I'm clicking on OK. Okay, the line item is created in this module, and this is how we can create the new line item in the module. And we can delete the line items also by clicking on this line items. Here I selected only one line item. We can delete if we want to delete all the line items. For that also we have the option like delete all, and I'm clicking on OK. I'm clicking on OK, and all the line items are deleted. There are no line items in this. And this is about the creation of line item and deleting of line item. And coming to this, another bar is like format. We have the format bar. Here we have the 7 formats. It's not getting because I didn't have any line items here. So for that purpose, I wanted to create some line item. There are 7 formats for us. As per that, I am taking these 7 line items, like first one is second one is boolean, period, and text period as the text period, and next one is uh, like list and text. The last one is no data. These are the formats which we have in the module, and I am clicking on OK for this purpose. So the line items are created, and these now we have got the formats here. Here we can, these are, number is the default view of the format. Then we can change some formats for the single line item as we want, as per the requirements. So we have the number line item. For this number line item, I am taking the format as number only, because number format gets for number format only. Here in this drop down box, we have the options for selecting the formats. So I took the number format, and this is the minimum significant digits. Here we have the option how many digits we want, that we can select. Here this is a decimal place where we want this decimal place, like that we can select like this. And next one is, and this is decimal point like dot or comma, we can select here for the decimal point. And this is the option like thousand separator. If we want to separate the values in comma, we can select the comma. And if we want to values in dots, then we can click on this, we can select this dot like space, like that. We can, if we didn't want anything, we can click on this none button also. This is about the thousand separator. And next one is negative numbers. We have the negative numbers like options like minimum sign and brackets, which we want, we can select here. And this is a word zero format. We have the blank icon like that. We can select anything here. And this is about the units. And here we have the currency, percentage, others, like that. If we want anything, we can click here. Or if we didn't want any one in this, we can click on this none. If I clicked on none for that purpose, which no one is selected. Now I am selecting the currency. So currency is selected. Here we are changing. In this currency, I want this symbol. So I clicked on symbol. For symbol, we have got this symbol. If I want the current code as currency, so I got the code here. This is about the currency. And if I click on percentage, we get the percentage here after the numbers. And this is a other custom like suffix. If you want like that, we can select here. This is about number format and the options in this. And simply I'm after selecting all this, I'm clicking on OK, and this number format is created. And the next one is Boolean for format. I'm selecting on this, and here I'm going to select Boolean. For this Boolean, there are no options, as easily we can select the Boolean as the format. And after selecting the Boolean, I am clicking on OK. The Boolean is, we can take this as simply the Boolean format. Next one is date. I'm taking the format as date. For this date format also, we didn't have any options for this, as simply we can take the format as Boolean, date, sorry. And the next one is text period. I'm going to select the format as text period, time period. And in this time period, I have like week, month, quarter, half yearly, and year. And if we want to want the values in weekly period, we can select this weekly period. If we want the values in monthly period, we can select this, or quarterly, half yearly, yearly. We can select these icons. By clicking on this icon, the time period is selected. As of now, I'm going to select the month as the time period, and I'm going to click OK. Time period is selected. And coming to next list format, and for this list format, I'm going to select this list. Here we can select, for this we have the option like list. In this we have these are the list which we have the options. As of now, I taking the dimension as G1 region. For that purpose, I am taking the list as G1 region, and I am clicking on OK. And this G1 region is format is created. Next one is text. Here I want to take text as the format. In this text format, we have the options like general, link, email. If we click on general, so we can give the name or any text like a name like Anaplan model, anything. If we want the text, we can click on this general. And if we want the, if we have any links to input the text in the line item, then we can give this link. Or if we have any text in the email, we can give this email, and we can take the text into the line item. And this is about the text format. And the last one is no data. By clicking this no data, for this no data, there is no any options here for selecting. By clicking this no data, there is will be no any other data in the line item. And these are 7 formats which we have in this module. Shall we see about these formats, how it works in the grid view? I'm going to grid view. So this is the number format. In this number format, I took the number as a format here, and I took percentage also. Here we can take any number as we want, like that. And here, this is the boolean. For this boolean is used for the purpose of true or false. Here we can give the ticks for this. If I want this line item as true, I can give the tick mark in this. If I want this line item as false, I didn't pick anything in this boolean. And we can give this true or false for this boolean. We can use the formula for this also. And I'm selecting this boolean line item, and in formula bar I'm clicking, and I'm giving the formula as true. So all booleans are comes into true. And I want all the booleans as false, and I am selecting as false, and I'm selecting this boolean, and I'm giving the formula as false. Uh, and all the booleans are false. Like that, we can select this about a boolean. And the next one is date. Here, for the date purpose, we have the option like for selecting this date. We have the years here. We can select any year in this, and these are the dates which we can select or day, like that. This is the drop down box which we have the months, like that. We can select any one. So I'm selecting 2021 13 as my date. This is about the date. And the next option is text period. Here in this text period, we have the months, like that. We can select here any month for this. Uh, and next one is list format. In this module, I took the dimension as the G1 region. So G1 region list. For that purpose, I have get this drop down box which like Americas, Europe, Asia Pacific. In this week, I can select any one in this. And the next one is text format. Here I can use the numeric numbers, or I can give the alphabetic also. It supports two also. It supports number also, and it supports numeric number also. Alphabets also. I'm showing two also. Here I'm giving the numbers like, and it's supporting the number also. And here I'm giving the name as modules. It supports the name also. This is about the text. And here the last one is no data. I'm trying to give some data in this no last line item, but it's not taking any data. Means in this no data, we can't give any data, or we cannot add any number or text like that in this. And this is about format bar. And next one is formula bar. Here in this formula bar, we can write any formula to the single line item or for the all line items, like that. But we have the two types for writing the formula in the module. By clicking on this, and here we can give any formula for this if we want, or we can write by selecting one line item. If we want to write the formula in the first line item, I'm selecting the first line item and give the double tap on this formula bar. Then we can write any formula, if what formula we need. And after writing that, if we want to active that formula, we can click on this right mark. If we want to cancel this formula, we can click on this cross mark. And here we have the number as the line item. This number is nothing but this is the line item. And here we have the share on button. And on clicking this, here also we can write the formula. And here the options we have like plus, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, like that. We can, here we have the options. And if we want to go back and go back to the same place, then we again we should click on the share one button. It takes us to the back. So as of now, I didn't want any formula. I'm clicking on this cancel cross button, and it gone. And the next one is summary bar. In the summary method, we can select any summary methods for the single items. It depends upon the format because I took the number format here and it the default summary method is sum, and I took the boolean date and these all things, and defaultly the summary method comes into the none. Otherwise, if we want to change any summary method for the single line item, we have the option like here as summary changing like this. Sum is nothing but adding the values in adding the child values and showing the values into the parent level. And this is about the sum. And this is about none if we want don't if we didn't want any value in the summary method, so we can keep this as none. And if we want in formula, average, ratio, minimum, maximum, like that values, we can select these options like that. And this is time summary. It depends upon the time, like we will get in the modules like quarterly, half yearly. So for that purpose we will use the time summary. And if we want to keep the time summary as same as main summary, we can click on this. And if we want the sum total sum values like Jan, February, March values total into the quarter, then we can click on this summary method. And next we have the options like formula, ratio, maximum opening balance. As per the requirements, we will take this all links things. And as of now, I'm keeping this as same as summary and clicking on add. Okay. And this is about the summary method in this module. And the next one is applies to. Here we have the applies to tab. And this is the G1 region, which is a dimension, G1 region list, which I have taken as a dimension in this module. And if I want to change any dimension in this, I am going to this. I have, wait a minute, I will show. I click it. I clicked on these three buttons in this, and I'm clicking on this. Then we have got these dimensions which we have. List dimensions. I can select any one in this. If I want G3 location dimension, I can select. If I want P product line, we can select. And if I want two dimensions also, I can select two dimensions by taking control. I am clicking on this control and I'm clicking on G3 location, and I'm clicking on P1 product, and these three are selected. And if I click on OK, the dimensions are selected. As of now, I want only G1 region as the dimension, so I'm taking this G1 region as dimension and clicking on OK. This dimension is taken for this module. And we can take different dimensions for the different line items also. And by taking different dimensions for the different line items, there will be created one new subsidiary view. Means we can see another view of the different dimensions. And the next we can give some saved views also. We can discuss about that in the further sessions. And this is next one is time scale. Here we can select the time scale. Here we have the options like time scale like not applicable, day, month, half year. If we didn't want any time scale, we can apply this not applicable button. We can click on this. If we want time scale as day, we can click on day. Like month, if we want the values in months, we can select like that. As of now, I'm selecting month as the time scale. These are the options. If we give not applicable, the time scale is not applicable for this module. Like that. Next one is time range. Here we have the time range as per the model calendar. If we have created any time ranges in the time range button, like time in the time settings, then we will get the option here of time range also. We can select the time range for this. And this is about the time range. And next one is versions. These versions. If we want to apply the versions for the module, we can apply by clicking on this the versions. If I want to apply the versions for this, uh, so I'm clicking on drop down and I'm clicking on all. I'm clicking OK. I want to apply this all for the all line items. So for that purpose, I'm copying this all and I'm pasting all for this line item. Clicking on OK. And this all version is applied for the all line items. And let's Let's see in the grid view how it was. These versions are came into the pages. These are the two versions. The default versions are actual and forecast. For that purpose, we have got as of now as two versions. If we create any further versions in the versions tab, then we can get all the versions also. Because I selected the all in the versions tab. For that purpose, we got what are the versions in the versions tab. We got these two versions, and this is about the versions in the module. And next we go for what we have. And next one is style, and we can select different styles for the different line item. So for the first line item I am selecting the style as heading 1. The style of the number is changed here. We can change for this number. If I want to change this boolean line item style, so I'm clicking on someone, the boolean line item is changed. If you want any changes, style changes for the line item, we can change in the style options. Here we have the options like this. And the next one is cell count, and this total cell count is about of the module. The total cells which we have used in this module, the total count shows in this cell count. And this is about the one single line item. These are the about single line items called. The first numbers line item cell count is 360, and the second line item cell count is 260. All this added and showing this total cell count of module is 1440. This is about cell count. And this is about nodes. Here we can write the nodes. Model builders can write the nodes, whatever they want, like what the dimensions they are used, what versions they are used, like that. They can write the nodes here. And this is only seen by the model builders. No one can see other than model builders about this. And this is about the nodes. And this is the topic about blueprint view. Let's go to the next topic. Yeah. Wait a minute. Mm, I'm going to the next topics. Uh, this is about the printing of the computer. So I want to go for the next further topic. And the next topic is about system models. Right, right. Model preview, and about the system models. And this is about the system modules. System modules serve as the foundation for a model, and system modules should be used to hold data that may be needed or referenced by other modules or line items in the model. And the system modules are often used for time settings, hierarchy details, and attributes, filters, user list, clearing or deleting items from a list, or mapping dimension into two lists of modules. This is about the system module and users of the system module. And the next one is mm, uh, wait a minute. Mm, let's move selected. And next topic is about time functions. In this, these time function we can use for the time functions to enable time related calculation, such as to retrieve data from different time periods. Time functions are divided into two categories. The first time function is time series function, and we use for line items as arguments for these functions. The source and data target line items must use the same time range. And for the example, we will use the time functions like lag, lead, moving, sum, offset, post, previous, and etc. While using these time functions, the source target and the source file and the target file should be there in the same time range. If we have any different time ranges in the source and the target line items, we cannot use these functions like lag, lead, moving, sum, offset, post, previous. We cannot use this time series functions if in that. And the next one is non-time series function. In this, we can read the data from line items that use different time ranges, like add months, date, days, month, date, start, year value, and etc. This is about the non-time series functions. And and the next topic is creating a time system module. Creating how to create. This is the example of creation of system module in the model. And these are the steps of creation in a system module in the model. Wait a minute. And the steps are select modules under model settings, and on the model screen click insert module name as sys0 time settings. The dimensions is added to the columns of the module by default, and these are the line items which we have, like first day of month, last day of month. I like that. uh, so I'm selecting this first. And I will show this creation of time system module in the workspace, how to create. I'm going to the workspace. I'm clicking on this model settings bar in that modules. I'm selecting this and I'm clicking on insert and taking this as system module. Okay. Here, this the dimensity default file. And here I want to write some line items. So like first day of period, last day of period, first day of month, current period. These are the line items of this system. Here. And I'm going to click OK on this. I'm going to create the system module. And this is the way how I am created the this system module. Let's go into the different view of the system module. And I want to change some formats for these line items. The first day of month. For this, I want to change this format into date. Okay, I'm going to change this format as date, and I'm clicking OK. And this last day of month also come format also comes into the date only. Okay. And the next one is current period. For this, I'm going to select format as Boolean. Okay. And next one is current period start. For this, I'm going to take the time and then okay, sorry, to take this date. Going to click on okay. And these actual period, forecast months only. These formats all comes into the Boolean for the purpose. I'm copying this. Attaching here for these three line items. And I'm selected this format. Let's see how it looks in the grid view. This is how, because I selected the booleans for this, for the purpose we got these booleans. And here we didn't have any data in this model. So now I want to import some data into this for this model. For that purpose, I need to use some formulas for this line item. I'm giving the formulas for this line item for the data purpose. So first day of month. First day of month is nothing but starting. So for that purpose, I am doing the formula as start. See, I got the data in this cells because I got the first day of month is nothing but 1st January. In this January 2019, the first day is nothing but January 1st January. And in this February, the first day is 1st February. And in this March, the first day is 1st March. Like that, we got the values into the date in this first day of month cells. And next one is last day of month. For that purpose, I'm doing the formula as so I got the dates in this last day of month. Last day of month in the January is 31st. For that purpose, I got the 31st as the date. And in the February 28th is the last day of the month. And in March 31st is the last day of the month. This is about the last day of month for this current period. I'm giving the formula start. So this is the formula of current period. Uh, and I'm doing the formula for the current period as current period. And this is the current period start. In this, I'm giving the formula for this action. And these are the days of the current period start because I took as current period start with the time setting is. I will show. Uh, I took the current period start as Jan 20, first Jan 20. For that purpose, I got the current period as Jan 1st, 2020. This is about the current period start. And here I am giving for actual period, I am giving the formula as period start. And this is a formula of the start actual period. And the fixed for the forecast period is current period start. This is as per the current period start. So the forecast ones also. I'm giving the formula as start or equal to current period start. Hence this current period. So I'm doing the one current and 20. And this formula is applied for this line item. And this is about system modules, creation of system modules. Sorry. Okay. And this is how I have created and I have given some formulas for in the blueprint. We can give the formula in this blueprint view also. And this is how it looks in the blueprint view. And this is how it looks into the in the grid view. And this is about the system modules, creation of system module. And next one is how to copy a module. There are these steps of copying a module in the model. The steps are like select modules in the model settings bar and select the module you want to copy, then select copy. And the next step is type the module name. And if you want to include saved views in the copy module, then select include all views or select default view, which excludes saved views. And the next one is select include cell data in the module copy to include all cell data in the copy. And the next step is select OK. I will show this practically of creating how to copy a module in the model. And I'm going to the settings bar. In the setting bar, we have the modules. First of all, we should select the one module which we have want to copy that module. For the purpose, I'm selecting this system module and I'm clicking on this copy. So here we should give the name for the module and automatically the numbers come here like system modules copy. And the next one is default view and include all views. And if this include all views is nothing but we have in the module we have some subsidiary views and saved views. For that purpose, we will use this include all views. As of now, for the system module, there is no any saved view or subsidiary view. For that purpose, I'm selecting the default view only. And the next one is include cell data in the module copy. If you want to include all the cell data in the module copy, then we can click on this tick mark. Otherwise, if we didn't want any cell data in the module copy, then we can untick here. And this is the functional area. We can give any functional area what we want here. If we need it, we can give, otherwise we can give blank here. And then we can click on OK. And automatically the copy module is created here. And this is the original system module. And this is the copy of system module because here we are. I will show. This is. And if we do any changes in this system modules, it doesn't reflects to the copy module. I will show this practically because for this purpose, for this current period, I am removing the formula current period. I will show in system module the current period is removed or not. And for this current period, there is a formula. So the reflection is not happening in this copy module from the system module. Okay, this is about the copying a module in the model. And the next one is data input methods. There are four methods to import data into an Anaplan model. And the four methods are like manual importing, Anaplan connect importing, and ETL. ETL is nothing but extract, transform, load connectors. And this is the one method. And last one is REST API. These are the four methods which we have for importing the data into the modules or list. And first one is manual importing. The manual importing is the simplest method for importing small data sets infrequently. Manually, we can import the data into the module like typing in some data like line items in the module. Or if we have any source file with us in the Excel, if we have any source file in the Excel, we can import by that also. The source file should be only in .txt and .csv. Other than that, any other file if we have, the Anaplan does not support other files to import the data. And this is about the manual method. I will show this practically how the manual importing method is implemented. So I'm going to the Anaplan model. I'm going to create one module here. For this purpose, I'm giving as and here we have time as the default version. I'm going to take the to list as the dimensions in this G3 location and P2 product. And here I'm going to give the line items as volumes. And I'm clicking on OK. And this module is created. I want to change the view of this module. For that purpose, I'm clicking on keyboard. I'm taking this P2 productivity rows and I'm taking these line items in the pages. And I'm creating, clicking on OK. The view of this particular module is changed. I want this view for importing the data into this module. So for the importing a module, click on this, we have the option like data. By clicking on this data option, we have these options here like this. I'm clicking, I want to import. For that purpose, I'm clicking on import. Now I am going uploading a new file from the source data. So I already have the source file with me. I'm going to select the source file from this. So, uh, this is the source file which I want need to import the data volume plus inputs. This is the .csv file. Then it support this file is supported by the Anaplan. So I'm going to import this file in this module. And here we have the headers like volumes and product. Product. Yeah, 1 minute. Here the header is selected as the volumes, and here we have the product code, location code also. So as of now, I want to use this line as the header. For that purpose, I'm selecting the header row as 2. So I want to select this header row as 2, and here I want first data row as 3, and this is selected. And here I'm setting the default file as admins only. And then I'm clicking on next. Yes, sorry, clicking on yes. Here we should map some files from source to target, which we want to map these. So this time here we have the time G3 location P2 products. This time is in red color, G3 location in yellow. This P2 is green, and this volume inputs in blue. So if I select any one time as here as a time column headers like that changes into the red color from this source. I'm going to first one is time. The time is here in this source file. So it was in column headers. So I'm going to select this source as column headers. So it changed into red color, which I have selected like that. And next one is G3 location. Here I have the location as the location code. I want to identify this G3 location as location code. So I'm selecting the G3 location and location code. Then here next one is P2 product. I have the PT products as product code. So I want to identify these products as the product code. And next one, the volume, we have only one line item of volume. So I'm selecting this volume as pixel line item. So this is the about source, target, and mapping. Further also we have the tabs of type G3 location. We have to check these tabs also. Here we have the time as 2019-09 means it is 2019 comes into the year. Year one comes into the months means y, and the months comes into mm. So in this time I'm going to this select periods, and in this I'm going to select the time as YYYMM. This is the time. And in this G3 location, all are mapped automatically. If anyone is not mapped, we can map this manually or by clicking on this button. And next one is P2 products. These P2 products are also mapped from source to target already. And in the next volume inputs line item, we have the only one line item. So I'm going to select these volumes in the line item, and I'm going to run this input. And this import is running. And the successfully the source file is imported in this module. There is no any error, and the updated values are 78228 and indoor are 0 failed are 0. This is successfully imported file in this module. Here we will get the values like for this nutso bar and like facing the bar. These are the values for this. This is the topic of importing the first manual importing file into the module. And next we have the Anaplan Connect. This Connect is the client tool that imports and exports the flat files. Anaplan Connect can be used to extract data from JDBC databases on schedule. For this purpose, we have to there's some tools of like Java like that. As of now, we didn't have any tool for that purpose. I can't show this practically how to import the data from API connectors. And the next one is extract transform load connectors means ETL. Extract, transform, and load ETL connectors are also known as iPaaS. The ETL tool requires a connector to the Anaplan API. Some customers need to build their own connector. And the next one is REST API. This import method allows Anaplan customers to build custom data integration with the platform. The REST API offers the most configuration options for importing data. And this is about the REST API. And the next topic is about copy down and copy across. In a module, copy data in a cell across or down. It's a quick way to copy the value from a selected cell to all cells below or to the right. To copy data across, we can select a cell and then select the copy across icon to the right of the toolbar. In the toolbar, select edit, then select copy across in the drop down menu. If you want to select copy data, then selecting cell and then select the copy down icon to the right of the toolbar. In the toolbar, select edit, then select copy down in the drop down menu. Once as example, I will say that if we have any four line items, uh, and there is only one there is the value only for the first line item. If we didn't have any value for the three rest of the three line items, then we can manually write the data for this rest of this three line items. If we have any 1,000 line items, and if we want to write the give the values for these 1,000 line items, we cannot do. So it is impossible. For that purpose, we will use this copy down and copy across. I will show this practically how this copy down and copy across is used. Mm, and these are the copy down and copy across values. If we want to copy the same value in the down in the column wise, so I can select this copy down. And if I want to copy this same value in the row wise, so I can copy this copy across. I can so see here 260 is there. I can write 260 as here, and I can write 260 as here, and I can write 260 as here. But I can't write for the all the numbers which I had for up to this. I had most number of data source in this. So it takes most time and the wastage of time. So for that purpose, we will use this copy down and copy across file. How it works, I will show. I given the 500 as value here. I want to copy this value for this whole column. So I will use this copy down button, and the all values are copied here. And here I want to copy this for this total sale, and I'm selecting this one line item and clicking on copy across. These totally the values are changing for this line item as 500. And this is the how the copy down and copy across icons are used in the module. And this is the topic of copy down and copy across. And next one is sum function. The sum aggregation function sum values in a result module based on mapping from a source module. For example, we can use the sum function to sum revenue across several product categories. The syntax of the sum function is values to sum, like sum mapping to, etc. If we have most number of mappings, we can select here like this. And the sum function returns a numeric result. The line item that contains the sum function must be dimensioned by all dimensions used for the mapping argument. And next one is, this is the practical example of the sum function. And this is the practical how the sum function is used in the particular module of for the particular line item. And this is the use case of the sum function, like as the merchandise analyst, the factory we committed to buying 1,000 sweaters now needs to size breakout. To start your analysis, you will sum product sales by size. Here we want the sales as per the site. This is the source and this is the target. Here we have the source as products. Product 1, product 2, product 3. For product 1 the sale is 100 and product 2 the sale is 200. For product 3 300 and product 4 400. Here we have the size. For this as per this size we want the sales values for this. For this purpose we use some functions. I will show this how it works practically in the workspace. And for this purpose, I want to create some list modules for using this sum function. So I'm going to create some list in this model. So for that purpose, I'm going to click on this general list. As per it, I'm taking the list because we have the products and size. So I'm taking the two list as product and and here we have the option like before after n, and I'm taking this line items as n. I'm clicking on OK. Then these two line items are created here, and the I'm giving the top level is for this product as all products. I'm giving the top level for this size as all size, and I'm going to in this product list. And here I'm going to import some manually data in this insert, like product 1, product 2, product 3, and product 4. We have the 4 products. For that purpose, I'm taking this as 4 products. So I'm clicking on OK. And these are the items which I have created. And let's see this view in the grid view. Sorry, in the grid view. This is the grid view of these products. Here I am giving the code for this as P1, and for this product 2 as P. For this P3 I am giving the code as P3, and for this product 4 I am giving this is how I given the code for this. And the next list is size. Here I am going to import these two sizes as size 1 and here I'm clicking on OK. These sizes are created. Here I'm going to view this in grid view, and this is the grid view of this list, and here I'm giving the code for this as S1, and for this as S2. These are the two lists which I have created for this. Now I'm going to the modules. For this purpose, I want to create one system module. For that purpose, I'm going here and I'm creating as one uh, module. Here, I don't need any time. For that purpose, I am removing this time. I am taking the product as the dimension in this, and here I'm creating the line items as product, product, and the line item, and I'm going to create this module, clicking on OK, and this module is created. So I want to change this view of this module. For that purpose, I'm taking this product into the rows, line items into the columns, and I'm clicking on OK. And this is how the module is created. And here I want to change the format for these two line items for this product as list. And in this list, I'm going to take product and I'm clicking OK. And this is the format. Next, I'm going to take this size, and here I'm going to take list, and in this list, I'm going to take size, and here I'm clicking on OK. And let's see in this into the grid view. And I want these products from the list. For that purpose, I'm giving the formula here as return. And here I got the products as product 1, product 2, product 3. And I am going to select this product 1 into size 1 and product 2 into size 2, size 1, product 3 into size 2 and product 4 into size 2. How the product and size is mapped. And next I want to create another module as product sales. Product size. Here I didn't need any time. I'm doing this time. I'm taking this product as dimension and I'm doing the line sales. I am uh, pivoting this from product to line items like this and I'm clicking OK. Here I need to change this number format only. So here I'm going to give this product one as 100. So I'm taking these as per the example of the sum function only. So show determinant. Yes. Okay, sorry. As per this, because product one has 100, product two has 200, product three has 300. As per that, I'm taking this. So in this product two, I'm going 100. Product three, product four has 400. And these are the values. Next, I want to create the method. Next, I want to create the uh, another module. అన్న మాట్లాడకు and here I'm going to give the module name as um, sales. Sales. So I'm removing this time as the dimension. I'm taking the size dimension. Here I'm giving the sales line items. And I'm clicking on OK. Here I want to change the pivot of this. So I'm taking this size in the rows, line items in the columns, and I'm going to click here on OK. And these cells are here created. Now I will show, wait a minute, I'm removing this all here. And as per sales, as per the size, I want this size. So here I had the sales. In this I had the sales, and in this I had the size. As per the size, I want the sales, and in this module I want. So for that purpose, I'm giving the formula for this as taking from this product sales, and I'm colon, and I'm selecting size from the 601 times settings. Okay, and I'm closing again. I'm entering this. I'm doing. See, as per the size, we got this sales here. I will show this. Here we go. Here we got, as per the size, we have the 300, 700, and size 1 we have the 300, and size 2 we have the 700. As per each, we got this size and sales 300 and 700. And this is the about sum function. And next topic is about lookup function. Use the lookup function to look up values in a source module or list and display the values in a target module. For example, you could look up the salary for each employee in a module based on grade and region. Then you could display these salaries in a results. The syntax of the lookup function is values to lookup mapping 1 and lookup mapping 2. The lookup function returns a result of the same data type as the source argument, and this is about the lookup function. And the next one is practical example of lookup function, and this is also same as the sum function, like we have the use case here for using the sum function. SVP of store operations wants to provide top down guidance to the district managers on what her expectations are of the comp growth for next year. You will set each store's growth initially to her target percentage. And here we have the source, and this is the target, and this is the system model which we want to create. And here we have the region 1 as 5%, region 2 as 3%. These are the stores which we have. As per the store, we would get these percentages. So this is the target. We want to get this region percentage. For this, I want to create some list as regions and stores. I'm going to insert two line items as if one is as region and another is as store. And I'm selecting it at the end and clicking on OK. And I'm giving the top level for this as all regions. For this, I'm doing as all stores. And I'm going to this. Sorry, I have some spelling mistake here. So I'm changing this name as region. And these are the list. I'm going to into the list. I'm going to insert as region 1 and region 2. And I'm clicking on OK. OK. In this, I'm viewing this in grid view, and I'm going to give the code for this as R1, and for region 2, I'm giving the code as R2. And this is the region. And in the store, I'm going to insert as store 1, store 2, 3, and store 4. And I'm clicking on OK. And I'm going to the grid view of this store. And here I'm going to give for as S1. And for this, as open it. For this as S2, for this as S3, for this as S4. These are stores. And for this, I'm going to create some modules, system modules, and other modules. So I'm taking the system modules as sys01. This is the purpose. I'm taking the region, and I'm removing this time, and I'm taking the region as dimension. And here I'm creating one line item as in this region into the rows and line items into the columns. I'm going to create this system module. Here, this is the module which I have created. So I'm changing the format for this region as list. For this list, I'm selecting the region. So I'm clicking on OK. Here, I want these regions from the line item list item. So I'm doing the formula as item of 3. So automatically the regions comes into this model, and this is the regions. And I'm going to create another system module of this as zero. Here I'm removing this time, and I'm taking the store as the dimension. I'm creating the line item as store, and I'm going to click on OK. And I'm going to pivot this. I want to change this view this further purpose. I'm taking the store into the rows, line items into the columns, and I'm clicking on OK. Then the view of this module is changed. Yeah, it's taking time to load. It's taking time to load here, and I will show this here. I got some error in this. It's taking time, much time. I experienced a problem. Okay, I got this module here. I want to pivot from this, but I didn't get it right. So here I want to pivot this. For that purpose, to pivot here. I'm clicking on this pivot. So I will change the format of this two line items. I'm going to take the format as list. In this list, I'm going to select store and clicking on OK. And region list as store. Sorry, I'm taking this list as region. I should do. And clicking on Okay. Let's see view this in the grid view. And here I want the store for that purpose. I'm taking the formula as items. More. So here I got the stores as store one, store two. I'm selecting the region here as for store one. I'm selecting the region as region one. For store two, I'm selecting as region one. For store three, I'm selecting the region as region two. And for store four, I'm selecting the region as region two. And this is the way how I select. For this purpose, again, I want to create two more modules. So I'm going to create two another modules for this. Uh, so now I want the percentage region percentage. For this purpose, I'm creating the module as region percentage. So I didn't want any time. For that purpose, I'm bringing the time. Taking the region as the dimension. Here I'm giving the line item as percentage increase. And here I'm going to click OK. And this I want to change this pivot of this for the purpose. I'm taking this here, I'm taking this and here, and I'm clicking on OK. Here we want the percentage increase as per the region. So I'm taking this. I want to change the format of this line items is as decimal places as 1, and I want the percentage here. So I'm selecting OK here. I change the format for this line item, and I'm going to give a region and 3 for the region 2. Sorry, it has, and I didn't want this summary method for this all regions. So I'm selecting summary as none. Summary as none. Let's see in this video. Now I want the percentage for the store. So for that purpose, I'm creating the store percentage module. I'm taking the dimension as store, and I'm removing this time dimension, and I'm here giving the line item as percentage increase. Here I'm clicking on this OK, and this module is created. And I want to change this view. So for that purpose, I'm taking the store into the rows, line items into the columns, and here I'm clicking on OK. I want the percentage increase as per the store. For the purpose, here I have the percentage of the regions, and here I have the regions. As per the store, I want the region percentage. For that purpose, I'm giving the formula for this percentage increase. So I'm going to select this increase, and here I'm using function lookup function, and here I'm selecting the region for the store percentage. Here we got the percentage increase. Sorry, I forgot to change the format for this increase line percentage increase line item. So this is the decimal place which I want in 1. and I want to give this percentage here, and I'm clicking on OK. This is the format, and this is a grid view of this stores, and this is the percentage we want for this stores, and this is how the example we want the source as target. This is the target we want the store 1 as 5, store 2 as 5, store 3 as 3, store 4 as 3, and as of this example we got here, and this is about this lookup function. And the next topic is pivot. And pivot enables you to move your dimensions, list line items, time, or versions between rows and columns, or display them as page selectors. There are two types of data source, module view and custom view. You can only pivot custom views. Here, you can create a module view in the source model. Its dimensions are fixed and cannot be pivoted. And custom view enables you to customize the grid directly with pivot, sort, filter, and show selections. Customizations are not preserved when you pivot a dimension to the page level. And this pivot is used to change the view of the module. Here I will show this how the pivot is used practically. So I'm selecting one module and I'm opening this, and this is the pivot button we have here, and I want to change this view of this module. So I'm going to this pivot. I'm taking this product into the rows, line items into the columns, and I'm clicking on OK. And the view of this module is changed. And this is the way how we use the pivot to change the view of the module. This is the about pivot. And the next is how to create a functional areas in the module. Workspace administrators create functional areas in a model to organize modules, saved views, and dashboards. To create a functional area, select modules in the model settings bar, then select functional area, select insert, type a name for the functional area, create extra functional areas by typing each functional area on new line. There is a limit of 60 characters, select OK. These are the steps of creation of functional areas. I will show in the workspace of creation of functional areas. Under the model settings bar, we have the option of modules. In these modules, we have the option of functional areas. On clicking on these functional areas, we get the functional area page. Here we have the insert button. Like clicking on this, we can insert some functional areas like that. This down. Modules. Like that, we can create some functional areas for this. This is okay. In this module, I'm doing as inventory and clicking on okay. And these are the functional areas which I have created for this. And this is the creation of functional areas in this. Here we can select any categories like revenue, direct, human resource. These are here for this data. I'm selecting as revenue, and for this system, I'm selecting as human resource. Here we can select the categories for this. And this is about the functional areas, creation of functional areas. Next, next topic is assigning a functional areas to the modules. And workspace administrators can assign functional areas to modules in a module. To assign a functional area to a module, select modules in the model settings bar, then select the module you want to assign a functional area to. Select the drop-down in the functional area cell of the module. Select a functional area from the list. If a module contains saved views, they also display in new chosen functional area. This is the about applying assigning the functional areas to the modules. I will show this how to assign this in the workspace. Here in the modules, we have this functional area tab. Here we have the drop. Clicking on this line item, we will get the drop down box. Here, these are the functional areas which I have created right now. and I can select any functional area for this sys01 region. Sys01 region comes into the system module. For that purpose, I'm selecting the system. And for this, I'm selecting a system and region percentage as data. Like this, we can give apply assign the functional area for the each module. This is the topic of assigning the functional area to the modules. The and the conclusion is in this session I have concluded the following contents like modules, importing data into the modules, sum and lookup functional and functional areas. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka.